Today's golden phrase, communication, is how we change. As humans, we often enjoy our comfort zones and find it hard to change. Our comfort zone is like a frog in warm water. We feel comfortable, we feel accustomed, even when we know that this is not right or that there are problems. We have grown used to it. Change does not come easily until we feel pain, a pain so strong that we can no longer bear it. Only then do we begin to break free from our habits. Thus, this pain is the most honest and greatest teacher in our lives, helping us pierce through the illusions and lies we tell ourselves, forcing us to truly face change. For many, true awakening does not come from belief, but from adversity, from a significant blow, losing health, losing relationships, even losing life, losing loved ones, losing love. We can no longer escape. We must go through what is called the dark night of the soul, which makes us truly reflect on our pain. For example, the now famous Apple, the Apple phone. Around the age of 30, he was fired from the company he founded. In his later memoirs, he mentioned that this was a turning point in his life, because at that moment, he was let go by the very institution he created. This was a devastating pain, one that made him feel he could not go on. At the same time, it forced him to examine his deepest essence and values. He saw which patterns were unworkable, and as a result, this led Apple to its pinnacle, to the heights of success. So often, slight discomfort only drives us to make minor adjustments, but true breakthroughs often require sufficient pain. Because we are accustomed to avoiding pain, we only allow our life patterns to worsen. We often fall to the point of no return before we decide to rise again. Thus, true wisdom is not waiting for a breakdown to take action for change. Instead, it is about utilizing slight pain, actively embracing it, allowing ourselves to be grounded, facing things honestly. Bill Gates once said that success is a terrible teacher because it makes us believe we will never fail. On the contrary, we do not need to wait to be overturned or disrupted. We can actively disrupt and overturn past patterns that no longer serve us, because pain has never been our enemy, but rather our teacher. Change is never easy. At the same time, true change often does not come from comfort, but from the awareness we gain in facing crises. So, we no longer need to wait for pain imposed upon us by fate. We can actively challenge our own limits. Take a moment now and ask yourself, what pain am I avoiding in my life? Utilize pain, because without pain, there is no awakening. Ask yourself, what are these past pains reminding me of? What do I need to be aware of? What do I need to break through? How can I create the life I have always dreamed of? Take a moment now. Let yourself relax, sit up straight, and close your eyes. No longer escape defeat, no longer escape pain, but embrace and make use of every pain in life. Allow yourself to become a better version of yourself, shall we?